Good morning on this Sunday. It is me, Coach K, your empowering, purpose-driven, and self-love coach this morning, here with some words of inspiration. And on today, I just want to share with you the title, Birth It. Birth It. A lot of us are sitting on things that we should have released decades ago, years ago, months ago. We have talents, we have gifts that we are not exercising. And today I just want to encourage you to allow whatever it is to birth, because you have no idea where God wants to take you, how God wants to use you, and who God will put in the midst to bless you or for you to bless them. Like, you have no idea how you are shortening your life by allowing fear and strongholds and weaknesses and so many different things, scared to move beyond your comfort zone, like allowing those things to keep you from succeeding, from establishing growth, to just so many doors being open and blessings that God wants to store upon your life. But you just gotta allow yourself to get to the place where you are willing to allow what's ever in you to birth. I said yesterday in my women's meeting, Sisters United on Purpose, that in this season, I've realized, because of my past experiences and knowing what it took for me to get to where I am, and in order for me to be able to help other people, like in this season, you have to do two things. First of all, you have to be willing to admit. You have to be willing to admit wherever you are, whatever you're going through. And then once you get to that spot, you have to, be willing to commit fully, because here's the thing: challenges are going to come and things are still going to come to discourage you. But when you are committed, you are willing to push beyond those things. So in this season, I cannot express to someone, like, get to the place where you want to birth it. You want to birth your story. In this season of my life, 2021, I'm committed to help women birth whatever vision that they have. If it's self-love, if it's, you want to write a book, I wrote down things. You want to, you have a goal that you want to meet and you don't know the answer. I'll help you find the answers to your questions. Some of us, it's just about bettering ourselves. It's just about bettering ourselves. So if you want to better yourself, like, do that thing. Here's one thing that I learned, and I wrote this down. Another thing that we struggle with too is forming better relationships. And sometimes, even in my situation with committing myself on June 1st of last year, I was afraid of how me stepping out, doing what I wanted to do, I thought about the negative things. I thought about the things that could go wrong. But currently, God is showing me the things that could go right. There are so many things that I thought about, could go wrong. How it could interfere with, me and DeAndre's dad, and continue to work through our issues, and him not understanding my point of view, and me wanting to do this for myself and having to do this for myself, and just, doing Keisha, and how people would not understand that, I just have a new craving in this season. I just want to do something different in this season. I got to do this for me this time, because in my past, I've allowed so many men to keep me back and keep me stuck in a situation. I've allowed so many situations from family and friends to keep me discouraged and to not forgive and to not do the right thing, that I just needed something new. And I thought about all of those negative things, that in this season, God is showing me that there was so much right to this that I didn't even understand. And that's the thing that brings the excitement, It's because I worried so much of why I was fearful of making this change and doing this for myself, that God had to literally put it in front of me. I needed you to do this to form this, because me making my move is now helping other people. And I didn't think about that. So birth whatever is in you, commit to whatever is in you, admit to whatever is in you. That's a starting place. That's a starting place. And that's all I can say. In this season, especially for the women, my 2021 vision was, fly high. Be willing to fly high. Be willing to expand. Be willing to walk into something new. Be willing to explore. Be willing to gain a different mindset. Be willing to let go of the past. That was one of the hardest things. In 2020, man, some things hit me hard. Some things hurt. And I said I wasn't going to forgive. But God just placed something in me and said, let it go. I need you to do things a whole different way in 2021. And we're only in the first month. And God has given me so much insight. So in 2021, women especially, be committed to fly high, to allow God to use you, to open doors, to create new growth, to show you something different. That singleness stage, don't be afraid to be single in this season, because your single stage is where the healing comes. Your single stage is what forms you, what molds you. That's what builds your foundation. So don't be afraid to be single in this stage. God needs you to be single in this stage to receive what you need to move forward. And when we talk about wholeness, God needs you to become undamaged. God needs you to become to the point where you let some things go and you are ready to forgive in this season. Wholeness. God can't use you here's the thing. I'm not going to say God can't use you if you're damaged, but God needs you to become undamaged so that He can push you into what's meant for you. So that He can push you into your purpose and allow you to grow and use you for others. And lastly, completeness. God needs you to step into that stage of loving yourself first. Yesterday in the meeting, we talked about how it's important for us to save ourselves first before we can save other people. Because in the end, when you give so much to other people and you haven't given anything to yourself, when those people, God forbid, leaves or God forbid expire and go on and die, you're left and you don't know what to do because you never took the time to focus on you. So on today, I encourage somebody, birth whatever is in you. Birth it. Allow it to birth. Stop holding back. It's your time. 2021, it's your time to let that thing grow. Plant that seed and let it grow. Don't worry about how you're going to get there and all that other stuff. Pray about it. Just ask God for a starting point, and He will give you that starting point. So on today, those are my words of inspiration. I pray that something that I have said has stood out to someone, has blessed someone, and most definitely encouraged someone on today. Be safe, be blessed. I love you, and God willing, see you next time.